as the sponsor of this race. Outlaw Designs, Chad Designs. Chad does designing on paint schemes and cars and things like that. So I'm going to put his deal in the top right. Just not able to adjust it at the moment for the size of the box and things like that. So my apologies. Chad, it kind of looks a little bit weird, but yeah, he makes awesome paint schemes. So shout out to Chad. Thank you for sponsoring. And Doug as well. He's also sponsoring this zone with his Ultimate Designs. So thank you to them for sponsoring this one. As you can see here, Ultimate Designs and Outlaw Designs are going to be the main sponsor of this one. So thank you to both of you for sponsoring. Doug, obviously, Race Control, big help with the league owner, and things like that. So they both make paint schemes and designs, things like that. But yeah, that is cool to have them in it. But the field ready to roll here for 150 laps tonight at Martinsville. 20 incident count limit once again. So these drivers are going to have to be careful on that. But on the pole, it's going to be the 55 is Zach, the points leader at the moment on the pole. He's up front week in and week out. We'll see if he's able to close it off. Unlike he did last night in the practice race we did. Came up a little bit short, just wasn't able to stay with Matt. But he's trying to go and win his second race of the season. Matt in the third spot, trying to make it 4 for him this season. 4 out of the 6 races if he's able to do it tonight. Kel McClinia starting second on the outside line, looking for his first win of the season. Matthew Meacham. Just going to say Matthew for this race. But Matthew, he's looking to prove his worth and make a show out of it for his first race. So Matthew, his first race, going to be exciting to see what he's able to do with it. Got Chad and Chris on row number 3, row number 4, Brady Watts and Jeremy Horn, row number 5, Brandon Bass and Nick Sipple, row number 6, Clay Sarton and Mike Presley, row number 7, Bully Chef in the 18 and Josh Witt in the 23. 15th and 16th is going to be Anthony McPherson and Jay Mornan. Ted Deckard, Adam Capps, Dustin Carroll, Steven in the orange 33. And you got 2 All-State Motorsports cars in J.D. Rutzer and Jarrett Jones. New paint scheme for Chris Vinson. He's got that deal. Newly painted for this one. And Richard Pruitt in the 24. Got TJ in the 08. Joey Keneally joined late. He's trying to make something happen from the back. And then Josh Maloney going to round out the field here. But we're getting ready to go green for 150 laps here at Martinsville. We're ready to roll here from Martinsville Speedway. Pace car pulls off. It's going to be a doozy tonight. 150 laps around this short track Martinsville Speedway as Zach and Keller are going to lead them to the green. In the restart zone, green is out, and we're underway at Martinsville. Track very bottom dominant. All these drivers are going to try to fight for that bottom lane to try to be able to get in line and start to sail as the top 5. They've single filed out as we have the first caution of the night. Going to fly early. You can see here, look like just kind of a big stack up. Lap 1 heading into the corner. Looks like the 54 gets in the back of the 8. The 33 doesn't expect it. He gets in the back of him and spins the 54. Everybody's able to save it, but it threw the yellow anyway. And big checkup causes the first one tonight. Pace car lights are out. We're going to be going back green once again. See, the pace car pulls off, heading back Into the restart zone for attempt number 2 at the start of this one. Here we go. Zach and Kale launch, and we're back green here at Martinsville. Solid runs throughout the field so far. Trying to line them on up as they're having a big flyby right here. See the whole field diving into turn number 3. Everybody up front trying to single file out. Matthew doing a solid job around that outside of Chad Adams, one of the best short track drivers in the league. Doing a good job holding him off, at least for the moment. Chad looks like he's going to almost be able to clear. Not going to be able to. Not yet, at least. Matthew still trying to work that top side on him. Now he's going to be able to clear. So looks like the top 10, pretty much everybody single filed out so far in the running. So far, you see Bully, big wiggle right there. He saves it, able to keep it running. So good job, Bully, in that one. No, Bully hasn't ran too much practice, but he's doing a solid job at it. Early in this one is looks like the top 10 are pretty much top 10 in points, other than Matthew, who later in the season. Ooh, Jeremy gets big sideways on exit, able to save it. Good job on the save, Jeremy. Seems like everybody's spinning the tires on exit of turn 4, and just the exit of the corners are definitely causing problems for a lot of people in this one. A little bit of a bumper from Clay. Gets in the back of Brandon. Brandon in that new paint scheme. So we'll go on board with Clay. He's got some purple on his paint scheme for this week, but we'll go on board with him as he's trying to work around the 3, Brandon Bass. You see, just not getting the run off, able to drive it in the corner as everybody kind of stuck up behind the 75, Nick Sipple. He's been trying to get better at these short tracks as caution number 2 of the night flies once again. So caution out once again. Alrighty, this one seemed to be between Josh Maloney and Richard Pruitt right here. See the 5 just gets in the back of him. Not much, just a little bit of a checkup. Not much that they could have done. Still able to keep running those, but that was good. Ooh, Richard turns back into him and causes a big pile up, or at least a few cars to stop. We'll see what the call is from race control. Don't know about that one. What they saw from their eyes. Just a little bit of a bumper tag from Josh. Just got in the back of him on accident. Just a little bit. Tagged him. Got Richard loose. And everybody avoids it. Was able to keep running. And then right here, see Richard turns down on him. And they both go for a spin. Actually, Richard ends up worse than Josh did on that one. But was a good run up until then. But yeah, caution number 2 flies. Out it. And Matt looking for his 4th win of the season. He's sitting there in P3. Chad Adams looking for his first win. Short track specialist. Both of them on the outside line of the front 2 rows. Matthew doing a good job in his first race with us. Matthew's looking good in that 4. Patriotic 4 truck. His pace car lights are out once again. So we're going to get back going green here. As you see him all roll through 3 and 4's pace car pulls off. But now head back into the restart zone for the restart. On lap 17 restart, Zach and Kale fire, and we're back green. Good restart for everybody in the front few rows. Brady Watts not able to get going, and that allows his teammate to get a run. He's going to try to look to go underneath Matthew. Right here is Chad Adams trying to work the outside of Matt. Their front 4 are going to get clear as the battle for 5th ensues between the 75 and the 51. Little contact right there to the back of the 40, and they get loose as Nick, he's going to look to go to the inside of his teammate. Could be dangerous. He's going to think better of it for all 3 Everett Motorsports trucks on that bottom lane, trying to freight train Matthew stuck on that outside line. Nick doing a solid job trying to get around it. Brady making sure Matthew not able to get clear. Looks like Matthew is. Brady not able to stick it in there and hold him up at the moment. As Chris, he's going to go underneath Brady now. Brady trying to set up a run, just maybe costing himself a little bit. Now it's still going to single file out as a lot of cars are making ways to the field. As you see on the leaderboard, Joey Canelli up 16 spots from the start. He didn't qualify, got in a little bit late, and he's already made up 16 spots. So Joey every week seemed to be the biggest mover, and he's been having a lot of fun making up that ground. So he's doing a solid job of it tonight. Is Brady still trying to get around Matthew, causing a little bit of a checkup from everybody as we'll go on board with the 15 here as he's watching this battle right in front of him. See Chris just kind of looking, having a dive every once in a while, just showing the nose to Brady, showing, hey, I'm quicker, as Matthew's still trying to work to get around Nick. And Nick just not got the speed of the front few cars, front four, and him sitting in that 5th spot. Matthew trying to get around it, just restart. Ooh, is Chris, he's going to spin. Hopefully not come back up the field. He does. Right in front of Bully. Everybody stops and avoids it, luckily. But Chris got loose right in front of the field. We saw that one live, but caution number 3 of the night comes out. Watching it from on top of the box, about spotter's view. See, coming off the corner, Chris just gets loose, gets that wiggle, has a bad angle to hit the inside wall. That shoots him back up the track in front of Bully. Nowhere for him to go. Brandon luckily able to sneak by. Bully, nowhere to go. Joey gets on the brakes good, and he's able to slow it down. He gets on the brakes, but that's going to be big damage for Chris. We'll see if he's able to get back to pit road as we'll go on board now with Bully and watch that unfortunate circumstances unfold for him and through his eyes. We'll go on board with that. You see Chris spinning. Bully just trying to avoid it. Tries to get on the brakes. Slides right into him. Nowhere for him to go. As Kel on the outside, Zach on the inside, Matt and Chad. Nick and Matthew going to lead them back to the green here for the restart. 5 laps to go till the end of the stage. We're back green at Martinsville. Kel going to try to get back to the bottom line. He's going to be able to. Matt's going to let him in. Chad's going to try to roll that outside line. Doing a good job of it. Maybe a little bit of contact on the right rear with Kel. But now Chad trying to fight around the outside. Making the outside work. They asked me a few questions about it during the week. About how to run the outside. I gave him a few of it, and it seems to help him now. Now Matthew and Nick still side by side. We'll see who's the what's the fight going to be between those two. Who's going to come out 5th in that spot. Pretty big. Obviously, most of these guys are going to pit at the end of the stage, but be later in the race, everybody's going to try to fight for one of them odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, whatever odd number they can get in to be on that bottom lane. As Nick, he's going to try to clear Matthew. Not going to be able to. A little bit of contact there, and that's going to lose Matthew a ton of momentum. It's going to cost him a little bit as Brady, he drives into the corner deep. Clay gets at the back of him. Matthew just trying to avoid it all. Able to at the moment. Wow, everything going on here at the moment as we're going to have the caution fly once again. You saw it maybe at the top of the screen. But wow, it started all kick off there late in that one. We see here heading into turn number 3. Looks like contact between the 24 and 79. Spins the 79 in front of the field. Chris Vinson, nowhere for him to go. He gets involved in it. Nowhere for him to go. We'll go ahead, take a view from the 23. I don't know if they made contact, but 23 behind the 24. Very light contact. Didn't pick up the 24 momentum. There was nothing that the 23 did wrong, and nothing really Richard did wrong. I don't think on the 79 coming down on him, and just a learning thing from some unexperienced drivers. Obviously, Richard had that problem, had to go to the back after the spin on the front straightaway is where that's going to be the stage. So these guys are going to get back running and pitted. Now it's going to be Chad and Jeremy on the front row with Matthew back up there into P number 3. Brady Watts around the outside in fourth. Looking good out there. Brandon Bass, Jay Monin on the outside line. Adam Capps, Mike Presley. A few of the back runners now up to the front after some strategy. Here we go. Stage number 2 gonna get underway here at Martinsville. Chad with a good restart. That's gonna be Jeremy. Be able to be clear. We'll see if he takes the opportunity. Looks like he's gonna try. Matthew, a little bit of a bumper to the back, but Chad fires big and he's able to get out front. Gets the good shot as we see the 8. He's gonna be loose on entry, able to save it. See the 57 overdrive the corner. He's up the track now. All these cars on older tires gonna have to be careful coming back through the field, or dropping back, as some of the guys on tires or some of the more experienced drivers are going to be coming through the field. So we'll see how that works out for him. As Zach, you see big wiggle in the back of the field as the 5 going to make contact with the 21. He also made contact with Zach on the back straightaway as Nick putting the bumper back to the 08 of TJ. But back up a little bit further in the front of the field. These guys are duking it out, trying to get as many spots as they can here at the moment. But these guys on tires, they're having to make up as much time as they can now to try to get back up to the front of the field. We'll go on board with Zach at the moment, down 19 spots, obviously pitted that time. He's trying to follow his teammate, Kel McClinney, through the lap traffic. So is Matt right behind these two, as Bully lap down behind them, Chris Pilo. But Matt trying to follow his teammates through as TJ stuck on that outside line, battling for just inside the top 20. This battle's going on for, as back up to the leader at the moment. Chad Adams still in the front with Jeremy Horn, P number 2, Matthew, and that third spot, Brady Watts lurking for that third spot, and Brandon Bass. I ended up running practice with him. He was asking me a few questions, was helping him out, and his son Steven a little bit earlier, right before the race went up. So they're having solid runs. Differing strategy, looking good for them at the moment. Adam Capps, Richard Pruitt, Jay looking good here at the moment in that bright paint scheme. Mike Presley, all these guys having solid runs so far as Jay gets the ball just a little bit. Here comes Joey once again, up 19 spots. As you see just back behind them, Joey, and you see Anthony pitted on 35. Dustin put it on 26, Clay on 35, and everybody else out back. These 4 right here, they all pitted on 35, so they're trying to get around Steven. Was helping Steven a little bit in that practice with Brandon as well. Obviously, Steven, Brandon's son. So these drivers all just trying to fight for it. Zach trying to make Nick get out of the way maybe, and just looking. As Steven not doing too bad of a job. He's doing all right, holding off Kel. As I say that, he makes a mistake. Kel's going to be able to go back underneath him. Now it's going to let all the guys with tires try to go sneaking by. And they're all going to be able to do that now. As back up here, you see Joey working the back bumper of Anthony. See if he's able to get around him anytime soon. This is pretty much the best battle on the track. Not much battling going on up front, at the front of the field. It's pretty spread out between the top 6. And then there's a gap to Richard, as we can see on the screen. But Joey's still trying to work it, get around Anthony. All these drivers who stayed out, making it look okay at the moment. As Joey and Clay obviously pitted. But all the cars in front, the top 10 haven't pitted. So they're going to have an extra set of tires late in the running. We'll see how valuable those are late in the race. But Anthony trying to work the back bumper of Mike. Joey trying to work the back bumper of Anthony. Joey made it look easy coming through the field. He started deep in the field, and he's making time up. He's going to go to the inside of Anthony. Works right to his advantage. Now Clay, he's going to be underneath him now, as he's trying to work underneath Anthony. Anthony tried to pitch him off a little bit, as it's going to close up. A little bit of contact. That's going to be a spin. Anthony goes around in front of the guys with tires, and that's going to be caution number 4 of the night. You see here, Clay got to Anthony's inside, was able to just kind of keep the nose there, and Clay on the curb. Anthony just in front, up the track just a little bit. Clay rolled the center just a little better, and it spun the 28 truck just enough. Probably the best spot to be spun, and luckily I don't think he's going to have damage from it, but he got spun right there, goes to the back after that contact, obviously getting spun. Not sure what the call will be from race control, as a little bit of contact for the 19, spins the 28. And Anthony able to pirouette it just out of the way, and everybody's able to get by. So, like, as they're going to double up, and we're going to be going back green next time. His car light should be out, but Zach, the points leader, Adam Capps, he was up here. There he is right there in the 8 truck. A lot of damage on that truck, but he is second. Chad Adams leading it. We'll see what the stage points, and if he's able to complete this stage and get the stage win, we'll see what that does for his points. He's 20 points behind Zach. Adam is 19, so Adam and Chad pretty close on the points. Jeremy sitting tied with Nick for 4th with 161. So a few of the guys in the top 5 in points are going to be starting at the front of the field. We'll see how valuable they think stage points are as we're getting ready to go back green to finish off stage number 2. In the restart zone, Chad fires. We're back green. Matthew going to drive it in deep, try to get to the inside of the 81. Looks like he's going to be able to. They're going to be side by side on corner exit. As deep in the field, Mike Presley, Kel McClinney. Kel going to try to roll that outside line, going to be clear. Now the 92 getting stuck up in this one so far. Heard a little bit of contact, not sure what that was, as Zach gets clear of Mike. Mike, little bit of contact to the back of the 55. No harm, no foul. As now Nick and Matt going to try to roll the outside and get around Mike and Dustin. Dustin being stuck on that inside line. Not much for him to do about it, but he's getting stuck on the inside line as Joey Keneally gets passed by Kel McClinney. There's Joey now going up the hill. Just going to be smart, let these guys go by. Knows that they're quicker, so hopefully just able to follow them through the field. But 10 to go in the stage. Jack got a good restart up front as caution flies once again, but Matthew takes over the second spot, but caution flies once again in this one. I cannot find the caution. Not for sure what happened on it. I cannot find it. So that ooh, never mind, I found it. Big wreck right here. Let's see who it was on. Looked like it was the 8 and 55. Let's see what happened with it. The 8 just got loose. Not much that Zach could have done. Contact with the outside wall. 8 back into the track. The 92 gonna try to go around. Mike gets a little bit of contact. So does Chris. Jay gets involved in it. He makes contact with it. Bully gets contact. Wow. All starting to kick off as Chad, I'm going to be happy about that. Logging off more laps under yellow, but we'll see it here. Just Adam got hard on the brakes, got loose, came down into Zach. Unfortunately, that's going to be a 4X for Zach after Adam hit the wall. That is a 4X. So because he made contact, even though Zach did nothing, that is 4X for Zach. So not much that he could do about it. But I think Bully should be good. That may have been just a 0X. But these guys trying to get back going. Steven, a little bit of a car hop in there. He's able to get back going. But everybody just little contact, not too big of damage for anybody except for Adam. But Adam spins, bringing out the next caution on lap 62. So he's going to come to pit road. All those drivers quick enough running or long enough yellows able to do an interview for the stage winner. Wasn't able to for the first stage as Zach won that one, but getting ready to go back green for a 4-lap shootout here at Martinsville for the stage number 2 win. Back green. Chad gets a good restart. Jeremy going to try to sneak back to the inside line. Brady Watts, he's going to be looking for it. Going to take over that second spot. Matthew up the track and allow the 81 to go underneath them as everybody's going to be trying to fight now. 4 tires. Who's going to get where? Who's going to be where? Kel looking on the back bumper of the 3. The 03 on now the outside of the 55. But the front 6 have single filed out. Battle for the 7th spot between Zach. Joey doing a solid job running the outside line. Looked like it for a minute. Kel got a good run on the exit of turn 2 with the fresh tires. Going to go underneath Brandon now. See what he's going to be able to do with it. Going to be interesting. We'll see what Joey has to do now. He's going to try to have to get down. He will barely be clear on Zach. Wow. Joey had to get clear as Brandon hit the wall. Brandon's back in it once again. It's going to check up Nick. But at the front of the field, Chad still leading it. Led lap 67. Doug's number is we're on the white flag now for stage number 2. Chad Adams with his teammate. Brady Watts right behind him. Chad Adams doing a solid job. Stayed out on the old tires, end up working out as there's a big wreck in the back now. But Chad Adams is going to cross the line, and he's going to be the stage winner. Stage number 2 winner as the caution flies once again. Wow. Let's see. Go ahead and take a look on what happened back here. Looked like it was the 92. Right here, Dustin Carroll. We'll see just 3 wide. Big 3 wide on the exit. Let's see how they got to that point. Nick just got a good turn. He's able to turn underneath the 92 down the front straightaway. 3 wide. Doesn't work often at Martinsville, and we'll see kind of what happened. Nick just got into him. We'll see what the call is from race control. But Clay also got contact with it, so he got clipped. But the 75 just underneath them on the curb, try to avoid the curb, and they just made contact. So no harm, no foul. Not too big of damage for everybody. But we're going to go back to the front of the field with the 51 truck as he's coming down pit road now. Stops in his box. Good. As everybody else coming down pit road now. Strategy's going to lighten up. We'll see how it rolls. We'll talk about it a little bit later on. As Brady Watts looks like he's going to win the race off pit road. Chad didn't have a good stop at all. Ended up losing a ton of ground on that one, but Brady wins the race off pit road, so he's going to be the first one on new tires. Brady pitted from that 2nd spot, gained a ton. Chad lost a bunch, so we'll see what happened, and we'll go ahead and interview Chad now. Chad?
Yo.
It's Cabe up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you did a solid job. Played your cards right. Ended up getting that stage win. Talk to us a little bit about what you were thinking at the end of the first stage and how you got that stage win.
Yeah, just save some tires. Wasn't no sense in pitting that first caution stage and getting the back and getting all that mess they're in. So we're being pretty good right now, but when my jack dropped, apparently my car wanted to be in neutral, and I just lost the lead. So, but we'll get back up there hopefully. But biggest thing is my old car owner, old Greg. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to Greg, and hopefully we can get him in victory lane.
Yes, sir. I know your 2 teammates, they got the windshield banner saying happy birthday, Greg. So happy birthday, Greg. One of the original guys that started the league. But you're having a solid run so far. Unfortunate on the pit stops, all that happened. But it'll be fun to watch you come from the back of the field, follow some of these guys, and see where you end up. So hopefully be interviewing you here at the end.
Yeah, that's what we're going for, hopefully.
Alrighty. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see how this restart goes on old tires. Last time that these guys pitted, leader 57, 62, 62, 64, 68 from 1 through 5th, as we're going to get back going green here for stage number 3, the final stage. Going to be a 75 lap run to the end. Stage number 3 is green at Martinsville. Richard able to get a good jump, able to get back going on them old tires. As Brady Watts going to be the first one on tires, we'll be watching him try to roll that outside line. As Jarrett thinking about going 3 wide, thought about it. As Brady maybe a little bit of bump to Jay, gets him up the track. Ooh, this could be big down the front straightaway. Jeremy going to look to try to go in the middle, going to think better of it. They make contact. Jay's going to go around. Big wreck right here. Matt, Zach, Kale, Chad, Jeremy, half the field, half the front runners end up getting involved in that one. Wow. Alrighty, let's take a top view look. You see the 81 up in front, thinking about going 3, thought better of it. Right here, the 51 sees it, tries to check up in time, and just, Joey got in the back of him, shoved Chad into it, as that took out the 07, the 55, the 81, as Joey ended up blinking at that moment. But yeah, that took out all 3 KFM trucks that were running up front. Chad Adams, Jeremy Horn, that took out a lot of the field and a lot of the guys that just pitted for the stage. As big incident ends up starting at the first part of the stage. Just guys staying out on tires, causing a big checkup. Joey wasn't able to see the wreck, and now call from race control. Joey, I think, gonna go to the back as we're about to get back going green. As Richard gets a good restart. Little checkup on the inside. Steven not able to get going. Stacks up the bottom lane. Just a little bit on that restart. All in all, everybody's rolling though. Joey trying to work that outside line. Little bumper tag from the field. It's going to stack up the inside line. Another spin. Here we go. Big wreck. Bully over. One car flipped. Another problem ends up happening here. Bully almost on his lid, but that's going to be caution number 8. Happens through 3 and 4 after another restart. As we see here, just getting to turn number 3. Steven just on the curb, not much for him to do, and nowhere for Matthew to go. Just in the back of him. Nothing that he could have done about it. Just got in the back of him, spun him, and the entire inside line, just nothing for them to do. Tris ended up trying to check up, kind of got hit into it, and then it's on from there. Everybody tries to avoid. Most of the field able to get checked up and stopped. Kel McClinney tries to get it checked up in time, as we'll go on board with him and ride as he sees the wreck happen in front of him. Sees the checkup, tries to go high, kind of gets hit from Bully, and that puts Bully up into the fence. As we'll go a little bit further back on top of Zach's camera. See it kind of all happen, and don't know if he's able to see it. He's able to go to the outside, see Kel turning right, Bully trying to get to the outside of Kel, and Kel tries to avoid the cars wrecking in front of him, and that comes up in front of Bully, and that puts Bully right front in the wall. He almost goes over. So big wreck. Don't know about incidents or how many incidents these drivers have so far, but we'll see what the call is. Matt comes to pit road. Jeremy comes to pit road. Jared and Adam going to lead him back to the green. Here we go. Jarrett fires. We're back green. A little bit of a stack up from the outside row. TJ's going to spin the tires. Come back up in front of the field. Oh, more contact. More contact. People spinning tires. Caution flies once again. Oh, boy. As I was trying to take a look at it, you see here, the 08 spun the tires. 08 spun them on the front straightaway, spins her out on the inside line, and as that happened, the 81 tries to get her checked up, checks up. The 28 doesn't, and neither does the 40. They pile in. The 28, the 21, the 92, the 24, they all make contact and get involved in it as 2 cars pop out of existence. So I don't know if that was part of the DQ or internet or what that was. It may have been a DQ for incidents. Too many incident counts starting to take effect here as Matt Frady, one of the front runners, one of the guys, but then dominant all season long, gets caught up in another one after old tires and lesser experienced guys staying out, and it's causing wrecks here. So we're going to try to stack them up again and get ready to go back green. Chad Adams barely able to miss that one. Got kind of lucky on that restart, but Brady still in the top 3. Jarrett still running up front. Adam. So Jarrett, Adam, Brady, Brandon, Stephen J. Watch out for that 4th row of the 54 and 51. And here we go for the restart once again. Jarrett fires, and we're back green. Like I said, that 4th row going to try to make something happen. The 3rd row didn't get going at all. So those two didn't get going quickly. We'll see what the field does here, and if they're able to do anything. You see JD ends up getting the back of the 33. That stacks everybody up. The 33 disappears. Not sure what happened on that one, but back up to the front of the field. Brady Watts ends up taking over that 2nd spot from Adam Capps. Now Brady gonna try to work the back bumper of the 45 of Jarrett. Brady doing a solid job so far. Could have our first surprise winner of the season. Don't want to jinx it yet. Still got a long way, so anything could happen, as we've been seeing throughout this run, this whole race. As we'll go a little bit deeper in the field with the 51 truck of Chad Adams. He's right behind Joey Keneally. Got Matthew, Cale McClinney on their back bumper. See Zach trying to make his way through the field. He's got a ton of front end damage. Maybe not got the power. See, he slowed down the straightaway, but yeah, just a lot of cars trying to get back running. As a little bit further back, right behind this, see Nick Sipple and Matt Frady. Been probably 2 of the most unlucky 2 during the season. Nick have to start at the back and just been caught up in unfortunate things. Matt Irwindale got caught up in every single wreck, it seemed like, and it was never his fault. But those 2, once again, bad luck. They're at the back. Got to put themselves in better situations, or try to at least as much as they can. I know it's always not able to, but a few battles going on. Going to be a battle for the lead, battle for this 4th spot. Going to be battle for the 6th spot with Joey Keneally, but we're going to go up front of the field with Brady Watts, as he's going to try to work the leader, Jarrett Jones, part of the All Seeing Motorsports group, on the old tires. See if he's able to hold off Brady. Brady doing a solid job. Going to get it rotated and turned. Brady, big slideways. Ends up saving it as we go on board with him. Wow. Wow. Had a hair in my throat there, but wow, Brady. Big save. Ends up spinning tires on exit. Gets way sideways. He's going to have to be careful with those tires now. Rear tires are going to be hot. He's going to have to be careful with it. Could definitely cost him later. If he's not able, or during this run, he's not able to cool them things off. Is JD going to try to go underneath Brandon now? See if he's able to get by. He will. Brandon up in the gray and up in the black stuff. Not able to turn up there with no banking on that side of the track. Is Joey's going to go by? Chad going to go by? These guys all trying to make up time as caution flies once again on lap 103. Alrighty, right in front of the 17 of Mike Presley. You see the 54 comes on exit of turn 2, and spins tires, gets loose. Same thing that happened to Brady. Brady puts in perspective how good of a save that was from Brady. Now we're gonna get back running though. Brady gonna be on the outside, his first time on that outside lane. Gonna try to see what he's able to do with it as the 79 comes off pit road. We'll see what happens with that. But now All Seeing Motorsports in the top 4. Both drivers in the top 4. But Brady Watts, Jarrett Jones, your front row coming back to the green. Lap 107 restart. Here we go. Jarrett fires back green. Good restart for at least this front part of the field. Brady able to get clear. Good restart for him. Gets clear. See what he's able to do down the back straightaway now. As they're going to be 3 wide right behind him. Chad trying to go inside. They make contact. Adam right in front of it. Adam going to spin once again right in front of the 03. 03 in the air, 4 gets involved as caution flies once again. Wow. All right, from a high up camera, right here you see just 8 didn't get a good restart. Chad was looking, had the chance to go 3, perfectly fine. Was underneath them definitely, and it looked like the 8 just came down just a little bit on Chad. Was able to save it and got it saved. Good save, and then Brandon got in the back of him and it looped him once again. And so did JD. JD actually tried to get back running, and he spun as well right into the 07-19 as JD ended up popping out right there. So I don't know if that was incident count or what, but man, this stacking up the field. But what a wreck right here. We'll go and check this out from I mean, look at this. Watch Joey go in the air. Does a wheelie on that one. We'll go on board with that and ride and see what he saw from his perspective. Sees the 8 spinning right in front of him, tries to check up. In the air he goes, kind of ramps off his front end. And that's going to be that. So top 5. A Chevy, a Ford, a Toyota, and a Chevy. So pace car pulls down pit road once again. Going to be another restart. 1:13. Coming back to the green. Here we go. Jared and Brady going to lead him back to the green once again. Slow restart from Jarrett. Hopefully it doesn't cause anything throughout the field. Looks like it won't. And Brady going to be cleared now by his teammate of Chad Adams on the exit of turn number 1. Brady trying to still fight it around the outside of it. Kel McClinney, he's trying to do as much as he can as Brady goes up the track just a little bit. That's going to be able to slot him, though, luckily, to get single file and be all right, get to the inside line. Now Chad Adams going to have an opportunity here to get around Jarrett. We'll see what he's able to do with it, as a little bit of smoke in the backfield. But we're still running whole field, single file at the moment. Chad working the back bumper of Jarrett. So we'll go on board with Kel for a few laps. See, Chad got a good run. Jarrett going to throw the block. Let's see. Chad said he was going to change how he's drove. Been pretty passive and nice to a lot of drivers. And he's been blocked the last few weeks, and it's kind of costing him as Jarrett blinks out right there. And going to leave the door open for Chad now. Chad going to stick it in. No, he's going to back off, be smart about it. Obviously, Chad knows he gets into him. That's going to put him to the back. So he's trying to be smart with it. Kel also on his back bumper. So Kel applying pressure to the back of the 51. And Chad trying to get around your leader. And Jarrett, Chad, big wiggle there on the exit of turn number 4. Still in it, though. Going to have to play it smart. Try to just work it. Just work him. Just work him. Keep working him until he forces, he gets into a mistake. Chad got to be smart about it. On the old tires, we'll see how long Jarrett's able to hold it. Still got 30 laps to go, though. So those tires are definitely going to be worn if he runs them to the end. So Chad's got to be thinking about that. So it's Kel. Also Brady. Brady closed in now to the back bumper of Kel. Brady's still there. So the top 4 all putting pressure on each other. And who's going to be the first one to crack? I don't know. As Chad gets another good run down the front straightaway. We'll see. Jarrett going to block it once again. Chad down there. He gets down there to his left rear. They're going to be side by side off of turn number 2 for the lead. Chad respectful with it once again. Going to back out, play smart with it. I don't know how many more times Chad's going to play with it. Now he's going to be side by side. They're going to be door handle to door handle heading into turn number 1. Not going to be much Jarrett can do about it now. Chad not even going to run him up the track. Just going to let him do that himself. Is now Chad going to have a nose on him heading into turn number 3. Jarrett going to roll the center a little bit better, but Jarrett going to go up into the black stuff, have the right side down there. As now that's going to leave the opportunity for Kel McClinney to go by. as now Jarrett going to slot into that third spot. Now Brady has the 81, Jeremy Horn right behind him, as he's going to look to the inside of Brady. So Chad takes over the lead on lap 122, leads lap 123, and he's got new tires and being chased by Kel McClinney, who's got 5 lap fresher tires than him, and Jarrett on the oldest tires in the field, and last pitted on 64. Kel pitted on 84, and Chad on 79. So, and then right behind them, Jeremy and Zach pitted on 104 and 105. So, tons of differing strategy in this one with 25 laps to go. So we'll see if Zach's able to get to the front of the field. Obviously, got to get by his teammate in the 07. Brady's still looking good in the top 6. Chad doing a good job out front. We'll see. I don't know about the different strategies or what could happen here. It's going to be interesting. We'll see. Try to get you a little bit of a spaced out camera here as Chad gets loose on exit of turn number 4. You saw it in the corner. Bottom right is Jeremy. He's going to go underneath Jarrett now to try to take over that third spot. He's going to be able to do it. Zach as well going to go underneath him as a little bit of lap car trouble for Chad as he's going to be able to get around it. So is Kel. That's going to hold both of them up just a little bit. Going to open up the door for Matthew. Going to have a dive on Brady. That's going to be clean and clear. But now Jeremy and Zach are clear. They're able to try to run them down now, as it's going to be 20 laps to go next time by. Jeremy got loose that time. Now down into turn number 1. Zach going to clear on the exit of turn number 2. So got this wide camera angle. We'll run it for a few laps and just kind of let you enjoy this this whole situation going on. Differing tire strategies, a lot of different drivers, a lot of different ratings during the field. So we'll watch this and see how this plays out for a few laps. Obviously, the sponsor of the race, the guy who makes Outlaw designs in the 51 truck, as we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Outside, Outlaw Signs and Graphics on the hood, sponsoring this race as well. This is one of his favorite tracks, I believe. Or at least his favorite. I think he's told me so. Doug and him sponsoring this race once again, and they the guy who's sponsoring it out front, so doing a solid job. Being pressured though, still by Kel McClinney in that second spot, and Rut Row, here it comes into 55. Rut Row Zach, right here, in the 55. He's on the back bumper now of the 07. His teammate. We'll see what how his aggression level is around his teammate. You can see Kel McClinney on the left side. He's going to go right underneath him. Kel's going to get a bad corner. That's going to allow Zach to just go right by. Now Zach going to have to put the pressure on Chad as much as he can. Chad at Irwindale Speedway got into Zach on accident. Two of the most respectful guys in the league. Say it week in and week out. And now they're going to have to battle for the lead. So this is going to be a good battle for the win here if we're able to still run green. But, man, this is heating up to be a fight. Chad doesn't have it in the bag yet. Still going to have to battle the 55. Sees the lap traffic in front of him with Matt Freddy, the 40. 57 of Jay. Ted right in front of him. So, lappers in front of Chad. We'll see what he's able to do with it as Zach closing in each lap. 0.6 of a second that last time. What is it going to be at the line? 0.5 of a second this time is now Chad on the back bumper of the lap cars. Ted Deckard on that inside line. He's going to end up going around him. Now Zach's there. Up the track just a little bit. See what he's able to do. Able to get around him, though. Lap 137. Chad going to go underneath Matt now. Jay up the track. They're going to let these two battle it out. Lap traffic not helping the 51 of Chad Adams, though, as Kel still trying to get around the lap car of Ted Deckard, as Jay going to run the Chastain line a little bit, as Zach applying the pressure now. Zach all over the back bumper. Got plenty of time to do it. 11 laps to go. Going to be 10 at the line. Got tons of time to be able to do it. See how aggressive he gets with it. Chad just got to be nice and smooth for these next 10 laps. See if he's able to hold them off. Zach got the curb right there. That's going to cost him. Make him lose a bunch of time. Still got the new tires, though. Always got to be thinking, I can get him in another lap. I can get him in another lap. I can get him in another lap. We're talking about tires a lot tonight, especially for Martinsville. Pretty strange to be talking about tires at Martinsville, but we learned last night in the practice race, tires matter at least a decent amount, as Chad going to be under pressure once again. Chad been working how to save tires, been trying to learn it, trying to work on it, and see what he's able to do with it. And it's clearly working for him at the moment, but it's going to be 8 laps to go here at the line. As Adam going to get on the brakes, let these two go by. As Zach, he's going to get loose entering turn number 1. He's loose on exit of turn number 2. Chad been working on trying to save his tires. He's now... I don't know. It's going to come down to the wire. It's 7 laps to go now at the line. Here at Martinsville Speedway, and the front two are nose to tail. Chad still trying to work them. Chad still trying to pull away. Zach on the back bumper. Keep trying to apply pressure, and caution comes out once again. It was about to be a good one. Ruh-roh. Caution comes out. On the front straightaway here, Jarrett in the middle of a Everett Motorsports sandwich. Let's see, gets into the corner, gets on the brakes a little too hard, and just tries to avoid the back bumper of Nick. Spins to avoid that, but that was the yellow. Wow, that was the yellow. So that is unfortunate for the front two. I don't know what they were thinking, if Chad wanted yellow, if he didn't. Alrighty, we're going to get back running here. Sponsor of the race, leading it, Outlaw Designs, leading it here at Martinsville. It's going to be green, white, checkered finish to decide the winner. Zach going for his second win of the season. Chad, Kel, Jeremy, Brady all going for their first. Here we go. Green, white, checkered at Martinsville. Chad fires, and we're back green. Chad gets a good restart. That could cost him. Zach's able to get clear from that now, as they're spinning in the back now. Caution flies once again. Gonna be another restart. Oh boy. Alrighty, heading into turn number 1. See the battle up in front going on, and it looks like 23 gets the boot from the 45 right there. We'll have to see what happened there from the nose cam of the 45 on the restart. Everybody goes in the restart zone. He tries to give him a shot. Obviously, Jarrett not going to be too happy with that restart that 23 got. 23 tried to get it going, and then 45 got into the back of the 23 and spun him around, and just 23 up on the wall, but caution still came out. We'll see what the call is from race control if they send the 45 to the back, but oh boy, it's going to be a doozy to say the least. Man, it's about to get exciting here, boys. Chad probably hoping this thing goes like how it just did. You got 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered. That's going to be the first. So he gets 2 more of those, it's over. So he's hoping for that, or for him to get a good restart and pull away. But Man, it's gonna be battle. Kale dropped back a spot. Now he's gonna be on the outside behind his teammate of Zach. Still the top 6 got a chance, but it oh, Zach hit the pit wall. Tried to get the green cone, maybe the blue, and he hit the pit wall. Don't know what happened right there. Tried to get the cone or something? I'm not for sure, but he's going to have a little bit of front end damage. Hit the barrels. But, all right, that's going to maybe not come to play, but all right. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Attempt number 2 for the green-white checkered here at Martinsville Speedway. Chad Adams. Zach gonna duke it out. Still looking for his first win in the 51. So is the 07. So is the 81. So we'll see how it goes. Is Zach and Chad gonna lead them back to the green? Here we go. Chad gets a good restart once again. Second phase wasn't able to get through it. Zach gonna be fighting around hard on the outside line. Chad's gonna be side by side with him down the back straightaway now. Zach with a nose heading into turn number 3. Zach and Chad side by side. White flag this time by. White flag is out. It's gonna come down to this. Zach and Chad. Who's gonna win it? Do they use the bumpers? 55 wrecking in the back. 55 to the outside, 51 on the inside. Zach and Chad gonna battle it out for the win. Who's it gonna be at the line? Zach got it. I think Zach got it at the line. Wow. Heck of a race. Wow. Oh, wow. All right. Zach on the fresher tires was able to hold the outside line and was able to get Chad at the line. What a race. Go back and take a look at it. I don't even know what to say. What a race. That's why you watch Martinsville Speedway. Holy, let's go on board with it and kind of from the far chase cam. So this is the white flag. Zach on the outside line on the new tires. Gets good runs around the outside. He knows it. Chad, a little bit shallow entering turn number 1, but that's going to let Zach get clear down the back straightaway. Chad blocks it. Smart move by Chad. Now he's really down low. Breaks a little bit early. Zach sends her in on the outside. Rolls the outside line. And coming to the stripe. It was this close at the line. Chad, last-ditch effort to get into him. Wasn't enough. And Zach ends up winning it here at Martinsville. Wow. What a battle. That was awesome. Go ahead, interview the winner now. Zach. Zach, do you got a copy? It's Cape up in the booth.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you were able to sneak out the win just on the outside line, able to send it just enough on the newer tires, got around the outside of Chad. Talk to us about the last restart.
I was just happy to be up there. After everything that happened in that race, being a lap down, getting a lap back, and fighting up to the front, I was just happy to take whatever I got, and I wasn't going to push the issue on Chad, put the bumper on or anything like that. Chad races me clean. I wasn't going to do that to him. So just try to play with lane positioning, cut down on him. He tried to block that move, and so I took the preferred line and got a good run around the top and just tried to drag race him to the end, and I came out on top. But great racing by Chad. It was the perfect... I wouldn't have cared if I would have won or lost that race. Just racing him like that is perfect.
It was definitely a fun battle to watch. I am starting to lose my voice a little bit, but that was an awesome battle to watch. You end up sneaking out the win around the outside with your second win of the season. I know it's not been the last few weeks that you've wanted, but this week you end up getting it done. Qualified on the pole, I think, and end up getting it done. So congratulations. Who would you like to thank?
Everybody in the chat, working together, and we're all working really hard to try to get everybody up front. And Made unfortunate strategy call, but we all stuck in it and were competitive at the end. So thanks to all of them and everybody, WTF, and everybody who helps put these races on.
Yes, sir. Well, it was definitely a fun one to watch. Great battles between you and Chad. You end up getting your second win of the season. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Zach gets it done here at Martinsville, and feel bad to do it, but hopefully you had fun with that battle. But Chad Adams, go ahead, interview him now. Chad, it's Cabe up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, not much more you could have done with that one. That was the best battle that we've had all season, and it was a heck of a battle. You end up trying to hold off Zach on 20-lap fresher tires, and you did a heck of a job for it during that first green flag run. Then the caution started coming out. What did you think when you saw the caution start coming out?
That last caution, I think it was about 8 laps to go or so. I did not want to see it. I would have been fine, I think, because he was starting to use up all his stuff. But it is what it is. What can you do, So we got second. That's all that matters. Hoping to get the win for Greg, but
yeah, it came up a little bit short for your team owner, but solid, perfect battle for Martinsville. This is why Martinsville's, in my opinion, the best track on iRacing. But come up a little bit short. Talk to us what you were thinking heading into turn number 3 and on the white flag on the last lap, and what you were thinking side by side with Zach.
Well, I didn't want him getting on the inside of me, so I figured I'd get him out there. But when he got behind me, I come out of that turn, I got a little loose. So when that did that, I went all the way down the bottom, and I just couldn't get my entry in. So I think if I could have got back up, drove my line like I was wanting to on the inside of him, I'd have been fine. But, I mean, you say he was on 20 fresher tires?
Yeah, about 20, 25 lap fresher tires.
Yeah, there wasn't no holding that back, not on the outside. So hopefully he ain't too mad for doing him a little bit, but trying to make it exciting.
No, he said that was one of the funnest battles that he's had, so he'll probably have to talk to him, but that was a heck of a battle. I'm starting to lose my voice because that was really entertaining. I had fun watching that battle. Hope everybody else did, but come home just P2. Congratulations. Who would you like to thank?
I just like to thank Outlaws, Signing Graphics, Everett Enterprises, Beatty and Sanders, Tiny Tots, and everybody that helps out. Hopefully, it's going to be a good battle between him and me. I think this year is going to be a more exciting races like that.
Yes, sir. So, Zach, the points leader, you were second or third heading into this one. And so you two battling out for the win and for the points. It's going to be entertaining to watch. Obviously, you were the sponsor of this one, and so is Doug, part of Outlaw Signs and Graphics, and then Doug Ultimate Designs. But so thank you for sponsoring this race. But yeah, come home P2. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Chad, disappointed, but could tell he had a lot of fun at the end of that one. And coming home P number 3 in this one, Kel McClinney comes home P number 3. Kel, do you got a copy?
Yep.
Come home just a little short. You saw the battle happening right in front of you between your teammate and Chad, two of your buddies or two guys that you're kind of close with. Talk to us what you were thinking when those yellows kept coming out.
I was praying for another one there because I kind of just got away because I had to restart on the outside. Screwed myself when I started on the outside, so it is what it is. I can't complain. I didn't race last week, so it dropped me in points. So third place, I can't really complain.
Well, you're definitely going to gain a decent amount of points in this one after this race. Maybe not on the front two as they finished 1-2 in it, but you're going to gain all those points back that you lost. Talk to us what you were thinking about heading into turn number 3. You saw Chad throw the block, had no pressure out back after they wrecked, but where were you thinking heading into turn number 3 when you saw them two side by side?
That's a good question. I don't know. I was just praying for something. Maybe I could have got around them if Chad was screwed up or something. It could have been a 3-wide battle to the end, but I mean, it's in Martinsville. It's short track, so.
Well, solid run for you. I know you wanted one more. one or two more spots, come home a little bit short, but who would you like to thank?
Teammates Zach, Clay, and Matt. About it. Thank you guys for putting on a league, and it's all right of a night. So thank you.
Yes, sir. It was. I'm starting to lose my voice after screaming so much. That was
I
a heck
wouldn't
of a
doubt it.
battle. So, congratulations coming home P number 3 in that
Thank you.
paint scheme looks pretty good. But congratulations.
Thank you.
Kel McClellan rounds out the top 3, comes home just a little short as Brady Watts comes home P number 4. We'll go ahead and interview him as well. Brady, do you got a copy?
Yep, I'm here.
Well, come home P number 4. Didn't look like you were going to have that exiting turn number 2. Then they ended up wrecking in front and didn't really see what happened. So I'm actually going to take a look at that now from your cockpit. But talk to us what you saw from your perspective and how you got to P4.
Man, first of all, I would like to wish Greg Everett happy birthday, car owner. But from what I saw, I came off turn 2 and I seen the 81 get hooked, and I seen Nick was there on my inside, and I seen him plow into it. I plowed into Nick, and seen Brandon and them coming, and I was trying to come back up, and Brandon was trying to come down to miss the wreck, and I got into Brandon, and I got hooked, and Clay was right there. I hooked Clay, and I just cranked it left and held the gas and hoped for the best, and it worked out.
It definitely worked out for you. You were up front. I don't know if you led a lap. Just couldn't get around Jarrett at that point, and then by then Zach ended up coming. But we got it on the screen if you would like to watch. Obviously, interviewing camera, so they have a replay behind the camera. But if you want to go ahead watch the stream and see what happened at the last part, it was a wild one, but it was a fun one to watch. And right here, you see you. Then you see Jeremy just a little loose on the exit of turn number 2. Nick, nowhere for him to go. The 19, Clay, nowhere for him to go. He made contact, and then you ended up actually getting turned. Had a heck of a save. He had 2 good saves. That one right at the end, and then that one pretty early in the race. But come on, P4, congratulations. Had a solid run tonight. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Everett Enterprises and anyone who's helped out on this car, and thank you for everything to get my hot spots going and stuff where I can run tonight, and I think I'm going to try to run the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Well, you're definitely making a statement, and definitely was a fun one to watch. You led, or was at the front of the field a lot of it, and just come home P4. So congratulations.
Thank you.
The surprise of the race, Brady Watts comes home P number 4. Found the speed tonight, ended up working it and getting it done, and then. But wow, what a race! Zach ends up winning it with a side-by-side battle to the win. I mean, not much more these guys could have done to put on a better show. This was a heck of a battle. The entire race. On the left side of the screen, you'll see the finishing results. Zach obviously gets it done. We'll actually take a look by 0.026 of a second. So less than 100th of a second. They battled it out to the line all the way down, and it was definitely one to watch and a fun one to announce. But Zach wins it over Chad, then Kel, Brady, Brandon rounding out the top 5, and then Josh Witt, his best finish of the season, comes home P6. Clay in 7th, Jeremy 8th, Jay 9th, his best finish of the season. Nick, last week's 3rd place finisher, rounds out the top 10. Had to be careful. I know he was high on the incident count there, so he needed to be careful with it. Mike Presley comes home 11th. Jarrett Jones led quite a few laps. He comes home P14. Matt Frady P13. Adam Capps 14th. Ted Deckard comes home 15th. TJ 16th. Christopher Pilo 17th. Matthew in the 4. His first race didn't end well, but he definitely showed some speed. Was quick all race. So solid run for him. He ends up 18th. Joey Keneally ends up 19th, and JD Rudser is going to round out the top 20. So, all in all, a heck of a race and a fun one to announce. It I don't know how much better it could have been, other than it maybe be 3 wide and Kel be able to put it 3 wide at the end right there. But in the bottom left, Joey 11 spots gained. He's going to be the biggest mover of the race. Zach gets her done for his 2nd win of the season. So congratulations to Zach. Remember, 8:30 EST next Tuesday. It's going to be a doozy. You saw the finish of this one. Next week can only get better. Texas Motor Speedway. A heck of a racetrack. I know it's real life, maybe not got the battles, but in trucks, it is a great race. So, a little bit shorter race, 100 laps there. And Texas, it's going to be a show. So, make sure to show up for that one. But thank you to Ultimate Designs with Doug and Outlaw Signs and Graphics with Chad Adams sponsoring this one. And it put on a show tonight. So, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe. Turn on that bell for next time that we go racing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.